Thus, Jesus could no longer walk freely and unconcernedly among the Jews, because many were already plotting against his life and seeking a way to arrest him in those approaching days, which corresponded to the people's Passover. The Messiah's entry into Jerusalem was crowned with resounding success, as, surrounded by his disciples and a large group of followers, he was welcomed by another euphoric and exultant crowd at the prospect of witnessing the arrival of the liberator of the race from foreign domination. The people sought to improvise a carpet in his honor, throwing green leaves plucked from the trees onto the ground, trying to mix them with wildflower petals, and also placing their own cloaks and garments on the path along which the procession would pass. This movement did not go unnoticed by the important Jewish representatives, who were quickly informed of the warm welcome this prophet of the people was receiving at the city's entrance. However, contrary to what the people were demonstrating to him in the euphoria of his welcome, as if they would support him in the event of an armed revolt or open rebellion against the established powers, Jesus enters Jerusalem demonstrating exactly another kind of disposition. So much so that, instead of entering on foot as he had always done along the streets, or even using a fiery horse like all heroic warriors, playing the role of the liberator, the master uses a borrowed donkey to ride into the powerful city. Thus, the triumphant feast the people were preparing for him was confronted by Jesus' silent message, which repelled them with the humble and clumsy behavior represented by his simple mount, worthy of provoking laughter in the souls of the less enthusiastic. However, the exalted refused to understand the message of humility and detachment from the conventions and expectations of the Jewish world that Jesus was demonstrating with this behavior. After the day's festivities, he made his way, surrounded by people, to the temple, where, after spending a few minutes walking through the crowd, he retired to sleep at the home of Mary, Martha, and Lazarus in Bethany. News of his arrival spread throughout Jerusalem, as many Jews gathered there from all the cities and villages Jesus had visited during his 3 years of missionary work. They either knew him personally or had come into contact with his teachings and deeds.